What's good, good looking people? My name is Jess and welcome to my channel. As you guys have read from the title, I will be talking about everything that has happened on the 8th day of our trip in Jamaica. So basically, this was the last day of our trip and we got dressed and ready to go so that we can start our journey back home and everything. So what happened this trip is that we got some breakfast at the buffet place, and we were able to have breakfast there, and they were playing some really nice music, some really pumped up music, and I was like, wow, they should have done this at the beginning of the trip, but they didn't. And so it was just a little sad, leaving, Jewel Grand, but all good things must come to an end. That's the phrase, all good things must come to an end. And so because of that, um, we went, got breakfast, and we were able to wait a little bit longer to get before our tour guide came. And so we went to after breakfast we went to this place called the spa and the gym. So we went in there and it was pretty luxurious and relaxing, I would say. And so we walked in and it was pretty calming, relaxing. They had two areas in the place where you can, it's called like the showers. And so they have one for men and they have another one for women. And so the women's area, you walk in there, there's showers, a locker room where you can put stuff in, and then also, a place where you can go and use the restroom if you need to. And the same deal for the men as well. I don't really need to go through all that, but so they have that as well. And then right in the middle, like the strip area in the middle, they had like a little pond, pretty cute and luxurious. And then they had a smoothie bar, so we were able to get fresh fruit juices. That's what they call it. They call it fruit juice. So we were able to get our fruit juice. Instead of calling it smoothies and all of that, they call it, fruit juice. And mine was pretty good, so I was able to get that as well. And I tried to work out a little bit, but I don't know if that really worked. But it's not like I'm trying to get buff or anything. I just, was trying not to kinks and everything. So, um, what else? So that was what we did while we were waiting for our tour bus to come and take us to the airport. And so then we got word, right? We got word that the guy was here, with our bags and everything, and that he was here to come and take us to the um, airport. So we got there to the airport. It was about 20 minutes away. So we were able to go down there, and we got down there in good time to where we were able to go through TSA and customs and all that stuff that we needed to go through in order for us to get back to the U.S. And so as we were there, we got as we were there, I had, my stomach issues and stuff. Cause it started on Thursday. Yeah, it started on Thursdays when I noticed the issues with my stomach and stuff like that. And so it started then, and then I had some more happening on Saturday, and so what else? So once we got to the area where our gates were gonna be so once we got to the area that our gate was gonna be at, we we had, some time, to spare before we had to get to our gate. So we were able to, shop around, find some souvenirs if needed, and get some food and stuff before we had to go to our gate. And so once we knew that we had to get to our gate, we got to our gate and we waited a little bit, longer and before we got on to our plane, but it got delayed. From what we heard from other people in the Jamaica airport, they said, "Oh, sorry, the flight to Atlanta is delayed because of people trying to get onto the plane to get to I guess maybe to Jamaica probably." So because of that, we had to wait for the people in Atlanta to do what they were doing before we can go and board and stuff. So eventually, our plane came, and so we were able to get on and go where we needed to go. And yeah, so it took us 2.5 hours. My estimate, 2.5 hours to get to the States, U.S. So once we got there, um, we got our bags and everything. No, wait, before we got our bags, we had to go through customs, and customs is what you go through when you're going to another country and stuff like that. And because we left Jamaica and was going back to the US, we had to go through customs once we got back to Atlanta, Georgia. And we went through customs, and the line was fairly long, so we had to go through all of that. And um so we went through TSA and through customs, all of that stuff, and then eventually we were able to get to where we could pick up our bags and do all of that. So we did get to pick up our bags, and then after we picked up our bags, we still had to go through a whole lot of other stuff before we can get to our vehicle. So we went through the we went through the train on the outside of the airport. We went through that, and it took us to another place, and we had to go to another area where we had to take. And so we took that, and then we went um, on our bus, and then eventually it took us to our car. But it was a lot to get us to where we needed to be in order for us to get to our car. And so we had to take all these different transportation. So not only was the plane enough, we still had to go through customs and all of that. So it was a lot, but eventually we got through all of it, and we were able to get through to the end to be able to get home. But it was midnight. Literally, it was midnight before we when we got home. And so I had my stomach issues that started on Thursday, from what I'm aware of. Started on Thursday, and then it accumulated into some other things as well. But I won't go into much detail on the other things, but it went. That's just the main thing, and so I did some research to try to figure out if this is common or if this is something that normally happens. And they said that yes, something like this does happen when you travel to like a foreign country. Especially if it's a warm climate, you would have some stomach issues towards the end of your trip. Nothing like too concerning. It's just that sometimes you would have that if you tend to be a little bit too dehydrated than you should be, then you would have those issues. And so I did, my research per usual, and that's what happened. And like I mentioned, in my cruise vlogs, I mentioned how I had stomach issues towards the end of that trip as well. And I did do my research, and we got it resolved, of course, but it's because, like they said in the research, that if you go to a foreign country, you might experience something like that once you come back, because you might get very dehydrated and not drinking enough water, or whatever the case is, and things like that might accumulate. So that's just what I dealt with, the aftermath of what happened. And so because of that, you know because of that taking place, that didn't, um unfortunately, I wasn't expecting it to happen again a second time because of what happened the first time. But you know yeah. But other than that, is the sum up of everything that has happened throughout, the trip. And the moral of the story is, I wish I was able to have filmed videos of me being at these places, because then y'all would be able to see what I'm talking about and have, video proof, not just proof, but like video of what took place. But all throughout the trip, we did a lot of water activities, a lot of being in the pool and the ocean, and hiking, in water and stuff like that. So there was a lot of water related things. So I didn't really get to film as much, but I did film a video showing you guys, the hotel of the first resort that we stayed at in Azul. It was called Negril. So we stayed there, and I did a tour of the room there. So there is footage of me being in Jamaica, but that's the only video that I have that I made. But other than that, if y'all, I'm gonna try my best. Actually, I'm gonna try my best next time when I go on a trip to show you guys, or what we end up doing throughout the trip, because I think it would be cool for y'all to get that, footage. And that's what I was trying to do, but unfortunately, because we did a lot of water activities, that's why it didn't happen. So yeah. But other than that, I just wanted to just let you guys know, just in case y'all see these videos and are just confused on why you see only videos of me being at home talking about what happened on the trip. That's why. So no harm, no foul on my part or anybody else's part, but I'll try to do my best next time. For any future trips, and to try and vlog for you guys what goes on. So that's my goal anyway, so I'll do my best. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day or night. And yeah, I just wanted to just let you guys know that update. And yeah, so everything has subsided with my stomach issues. I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on and stuff. So yeah. Um Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.